hope you all are having a beautiful day. I want to thank you so much for being here with me. I really appreciate you. We're going to do a reading for the collective. Find out whatever you need to know for your highest good. What does the collective need to know? Thank you. Goose, inner knowing. We have fox, clever. Squirrel, always prepared. Cougar, assertive. Peacock, vibrancy. Okay. There's going to be a time coming up very soon that you've been feeling something coming in. You've had this inner knowing. You've had to have patience. But it's something that's going to come in where you're going to have to really show up in a big way. This may be some kind of an opportunity that's going to call for you to be in the spotlight. You're being guided to trust that you're going to know how to do this. You're going to be able to maneuver through this, that you are prepared for this, but you are being called to be assertive, to show up in a bold, vibrant way. Your inner knowing has told you something's coming in, but you've had to be patient, and now this infinite possibility is coming in. Okay. So it looks like an opportunity here that could be pretty big. You're going to have to step into your power. What else does the collective need to know, please? Thank you. Teal at the bottom of the deck. Cup, bed, bowl, and space ranger. Yeah, you're going to have some clarity here, and you're going to be called to bring about this communication from an authentic space. You're going to be a leader of some kind in a helpful, positive way. It's going to sustain you. It's going to feel good. It's going to bring you something as well as others. May even bring you a group of friends, could bring you an intimate relationship, but it feels like almost a family. It's going to bring your people in, people who need you. This is going to feel like a dream come true, even if it maybe wasn't something that you had considered. All right. What else does the collective need to know? There may be a family member that is sort of clinging to this old version of you. Hold on, we lost a card here. Let's see if I can get it. Okay. Sorry if I bumped the microphone. The Ten of Wands. Almost like you've been working hard and that's about to kind of move out of the way. Ace of Cups. Two of Wands. The Sun. Ooh. Three of Swords. That one kind of flipped there too. Seven of Wands, the Hanged Man, and the Moon. Two of Cups was at the bottom of the deck. I'm not sure if I said that already. Yeah, okay. You have unlocked this new chapter because you've mastered the ability to know what isn't worth holding on to when it comes to your heart space and sharing a bond with someone. I think in all forms, and it's opening this new chapter. You're kind of moving in a whole new way. About to take some actions. Maybe have some communication. Okay. Things have been difficult, but you've worked really hard on yourself. By yourself. But you've unlocked this beautiful, pure, loving, generous, hopeful, intuitive heart space. And now you're being guided to take steps forward. You may have already been taking steps forward towards your happiness. You've had to rise above the pains of the past, the heartbreaks of the past. Learn how to stand up for yourself, how to choose yourself, how to see things differently. You've had to really go within. Interesting that you have the sun above the moon, masculine and feminine. But you may be exploring, again, like I said, this could be your tribe, your community, friendships, bonds that maybe you haven't had in your life before of all kinds. Clarify the Ten of Wands, please. All right. Ace of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. Solid new opportunity, knowing your worth, knowing your value, something real, something in the real world, meant to last. To clarify the Ten of Wands, we have the Knight of Swords and the King of Cups. Yeah, it's hard, but you have been on a mission going towards what's calling to you, what your intuition is calling you towards. And it's this abundance, this happily ever after, genuine, sincere connections. Clarify the Ace of Cups, please. Thank you. Five of Swords at the bottom of the deck. Ace of Swords and King of Wands. You've moved from this place of confusion about growth, about stability, maybe about connections in general. You've seen the truth. You know who you are. You know your value. You know you can achieve what you want. You're trusting in your heart. You're trusting in that intuition. You're trusting in this truth. Clarify the Two of Wands, please. Nine of Cups at the bottom of the deck. To clarify the Two of Wands, we have the Emperor, the Five of Pentacles, the Hierophant, the Six of Cups, and the Five of Wands in reverse. You've really started to own that these things that maybe in the past you perceived as losses helped you grow, helped you move to new levels. I think you're looking at it differently. The difficulties, you're seeing it differently now. That it wasn't meant as a conflict in your life to bring you hardships. But again, it was meant to help you grow, to help you learn how to make decisions from this higher perspective, owning who you are, being authentic, going for your happiness, loving yourself enough to go for it, even if it's scary, even if it feels big. Clarify the Sun, please. Two of Cups at the bottom of the deck. Three of Wands, the Queen of Swords, Strength, and the Three of Swords. You may have had a lot of third-party situations, a lot of unrequited love, a lot of betrayals that you've had to really see the truth with. You've had to go from this space of anger, of protecting yourself, into understanding, into acceptance, into surrender. Knowing that this is all leading you to your happiness, even though it may take some time. But looking at this in a very realistic, truthful, honest way. Trusting the changes in the wind. Her hair is blowing, the flags are blowing, a bird, intuition, spirit. Trusting in the flow, seeing more clearly, but really learning to understand what kind of connections are going to feel fulfilling to you so that you're not confused by illusions. Clarify the Three of Swords, please. Temperance at the bottom of the deck. To clarify the Three of Swords, we have the Page of Pentacles, Lovers, and the Nine of Cups. Yeah, you've been hurt by people not putting in to this connection, and maybe they weren't capable of that. But you had to learn to choose your happiness. I think you learned that you were maybe breaking your own heart. You had to heal that in you. You had to honor your heart, honor yourself, honor your work, how you showed up. No longer abandon yourself, holding on to something that isn't holding on to you. Clarify the Seven of Wands, please. Two of Pentacles. To clarify the Seven of Wands, we have the Knight of Pentacles and the Hanged Man. You're coming from a space where you are now honoring yourself. It has taken time. It has taken possibly isolation. But you see things more clearly. You're able to make decisions in a practical way, but from your higher self as well. You've integrated those things. Clarify the Hanged Man. It's like you've gained so much clarity on how to love yourself correctly. And let go of the things that are beyond your control and trust that the universe is moving things in and out with purpose. And it's not always the purpose you think, and that's okay. Knight of Cups at the bottom of the deck. All right, to clarify the Hanged Man, Three of Pentacles, the Queen of Cups, the Page of Wands, the King of Swords, and the Hermit. So you may have gained perspective from a specific relationship, a specific connection that was almost like a friend but flirtatious, but this person came out with a truth that maybe they I almost get two different pieces of this, like the timeline of this. This was a friend, okay? Let's start over. That changed your perspective, okay? This is coming from your perspective. There was this friend that you had feelings for, and it was a little flirtatious, but they came out with this truth, maybe a little cold, detached, and it caused you to go into some healing, okay? But now I'm also seeing there may be another perspective could be coming in. Like I said, it almost feels like a timeline. Like at once it was that, and this is about to be something different. Could be a different person. I don't know. Could be two different situations. But now there's another perspective change, that this friend that maybe you thought was on a different level, that was just for fun, they weren't really investing as you were looking for something serious, is now coming in to tell you a truth that they have gone through some healing and changed their perspective. Because there is this Knight of Cups, beneath it the King of Pentacles, the Eight of Wands, the World, the Ten of Pentacles. So could be coming in to express how they feel, that they feel more stable now. They're going to move forward. They want to start a new chapter to build with you. They want you in their life as an integral part of their life. Okay, clarify the moon, please. Thank you. Knight of Wands. To clarify the moon, we have the Chariot, the Moon, and the Ten of Cups. Oh, this is something you both have stored deeply in you. Deep emotions. It looks like someone's coming in to claim their happily ever after. They understand what that is. It's interesting. This reading was like mostly about you, and all of a sudden another person's energy is kind of showing up here as you're standing up for yourself, as you're seeing a new perspective, as you are going towards your happiness. Looks like someone else's too, because we have two moons here. These are two deep emotional spaces that maybe aren't talked about. Clarify the Two of Cups at the bottom of the deck, please. Six of Pentacles. Okay, we have the Eight of Wands, Four of Wands, Seven of Pentacles, Five of Swords, Three of Cups, and the Page of Swords. You are going to learn something that you were not expecting. You were telling yourself the opposite of. That this something is coming in, possibly coming to your house. Could be reaching out to you, wanting to put into this, wanting to reconnect. I think you've doubted this, but I think you're going to see that this is actually coming in. And it's going to feel reciprocal. That part might be shocking to you. Yeah. All right. Let's get some advice. Advice for the collective, please. Open up. Presence. Comfort. Create. Now, I do just want to say with this reading, it seems like we've covered a lot of space. So this could be a very long timeline here. I'm not sure where you're falling on this timeline. Have you stepped into whatever the universe is bringing you, that you're going to have to use your voice and be comfortable being authentic and living out loud in a big way? Because I think that's a part of it, you know. Okay, but your advice. Open up, presence, comfort, create. Yeah, you're being guided to open up. Surrender and detach from whatever fear you have of speaking up. And you can ask for help here. Maybe to stay grounded. But you're being guided to show up with something that you want to create, that you actually find joy in. It's time. All right. I hope this helped. Thank you so much for being with me. I really appreciate you. We are not going to do an extended reading. I just want to have a little extra time with Terry since it is spring break and his birthday is coming up this weekend. I love you all so much. I will see you back here on Monday. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Have a beautiful weekend. Bye-bye.